Hello, everybody. I thought it is a good idea to record a video and talk about how the toy website works so that everybody can use it. As you can see, the first page that you can see is this blue page where you can basically only click on admin page, and most probably you need to insert your username and password to get in, but for me it's already saved and I can go in and show you how things work. At the moment, we just have the references section, and you can basically click on the references. And I would like to tell you that there are some small settings that you can uh, change so that the user interface works more efficiently. One of them is that there is a good chance that when you open this page, you already have this sidebar open, and in order to just have more space for the actual data, it's better if you basically click that so that it is hidden. And also you can change the zoom level of your screen so that you can basically see every piece of data that we have for a particular reference in one row. Of course, like you can also, do it a bit differently, but I think that is probably the best, let's say, zoom level that we can have, because now we have everything from PolityWiki up to Neo-Zotero. And here the thing is that, as you see on the right side, we have the filters, and you can always filter by the pass level or by certainty level. And the certainty level is actually something that I kind of came up with based on the pieces of code that I wrote and all the checks that I did on Google Scholar, and I cross checks that I did with our Zotero links, and I just gave a particular number to each reference. And I just thought that all those references which have a certainty of more than 57, they are almost good, most probably good, and they just need to have a final checking, and then they are good to go. And the ones that are kind of like in the middle, they are the ones that have a certainty from 46 to 56. The ones that are below 45, let's say, they are the ones that need to be taken care of. And there are some other ones that are totally uncertain, and if we click on them, we can see what kind of references they are. And at any stage, of course, we can basically filter the data based on the certainty level or whether we have already passed it or not. So let's go to the original version and see how we want to take care of each reference. So we see one reference. Let's see, we see, for example, this one. We can see the polity name, and it's actually also clickable. You can click on the link and you can directly go to the Seshat wiki page for this particular polity, and you can find where that reference was happening, right? So if you want to have the wiki page, you can have it from here. If you want to go into one particular reference, you can click here and then see the details, but we actually don't want to go in this particular direction. So we don't want to go into into the pages for each reference. We just want to do everything from this interface here. And the only two things that we want to change are basically the pass level and the new Zotero field. So if we want to, let's say, take care of this particular reference, and of course the pass level is already no, if we are happy with it, we can just change it to yes. And then, of course, because it is okay, then the Zotero link that is already copied here is also okay. And we basically, in order to save this, we only need to come down here and click save, and it saves all the changes that we have made it in this page. These are 20 references per page, and all the references can be taken care of. All references on one page can be taken care of with one click. But if a reference, for example, this other one is not correct, as you can see, like the dates do not match and the names do not match, and it also doesn't have a high score, then you can basically go through the process of finding the right reference for this piece of text that we have on our wiki page, and you don't need to after finding the right reference, you put it on Zotero. That's the most important part, and then you get a link from Zotero, which basically includes in our database, it's like a template for the URLs, and the only thing that is different between Zotero links is this, I think, 8-digit or 8-letter code. And what I need from you is to just copy and paste the new Zotero link for the modified version of this reference. So we got to know that this data here is not correct. We want to take care of this reference, and we put a new Zotero link. We don't need to worry about these other things, because as soon as we have the new Zotero link, which is correct, and we change this to yes, because we are sure that now the new Zotero link, let's say we change that to whatever, something else, a new Zotero link, and this is also yes, and you save it, you don't need to worry that, okay, yeah, what about these things? No, I will take care of everything from the new Zotero link and this yes. So what I need for the cases that are not okay is a new Zotero link and then a yes, and then you can save things and then go forward. And then another thing is that, of course, you can also, let's say, search something. Like if you want to, let's say, just look for all the Afdorn polities, you can put it in the search here. You cannot like sort things by PolityWiki because it's actually in a link. But for many other things, you can also like sort by year, and there are a lot of things that you can basically do. And for Afdorn, you can see what is going on. You can also basically search by title, but it's just also kind of a little bit of playing around with the whole thing and see if you can basically find anything that could help me make the interface better. And at the end, what we want is that, as you can see here, for the past things, we have nothing, because we have 5,970 total references, but none of them have been taken care of. So of course, if it's filtered by past, yes, there are not any references yet. But the idea is that we want to have more yeses here and like less no's and fewer no's as the time goes on. That will be our goal. So I hope that video was helpful, and just let me know if there are anything else that you want to know, and I will try to make things clear in the future as well.